Discipline is a word that gets thrown around a lot, especially in the workplace. People tend to talk about being disciplined with respect to their work. But what does it mean to be disciplined? Is it just about keeping yourself on task and getting things done efficiently? Is it something deeper than that? And is there anything you can do today right now to cultivate discipline in your life? Here are some steps I've found helpful in developing my own discipline. The first step in being disciplined is to get clear on what you want. This may sound obvious, but the truth is that most people don't know what they really want and therefore don't do the work necessary to achieve it. It can be hard to figure out your why, especially if you haven't thought about it in a while. If this is the case for you, I recommend writing down your why and keeping it somewhere where you can see it every day. I keep mine on my mirror. Don't be afraid to change or rewrite your why if needed, but make sure that whatever comes out of all this work feels true for you. Otherwise, it won't stick for long. Before you can achieve any goal, it's important to define what exactly that goal is. The best way to do this is by asking yourself two questions. What problem am I trying to solve? How will I know when I've succeeded? You should do this before setting a specific time frame for your goals, because if you don't have an end game in mind, then there's no way of telling whether or not your efforts have been successful. For example, if someone wanted to run a marathon but didn't know their time goal beforehand, then they might feel discouraged when they hit 4 hours and think that their training was wasted effort. If on the other hand they had decided beforehand that their goal would be 5 hours, then hitting 4 hours wouldn't seem like such a letdown. The next step is setting metrics for success and failure so that we can quantify what makes us happy or unhappy. This will help keep our minds focused on where we're headed instead of getting distracted by how long it's taking us or what other people are doing around us. You must remove distractions from your environment. Turn off your phone, close the door, shut down the computer, and do not allow yourself to be distracted by anything else. Focus on one thing at a time. For example, if you are working on a project that requires focus and concentration for an hour or more, then do not answer emails or check Facebook until after you're done with it. You can practice being disciplined. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to try and try again. Practice makes perfect. The first step in cultivating a disciplined mind is practicing the habit of discipline. Practicing discipline won't always be fun or easy, but it will pay off in the long run if you stick with it. If something seems difficult now, keep at it until it becomes easier and more comfortable over time. No one is born with a fully formed personality. You must work hard to develop your own character traits and habits, which means that even if you stumble along the way and even if others see that as failure, there's no reason why this should stop you from doing something else again tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. The key thing is not giving up. Instead, keep working on building up good habits until they become part of who you are as an individual person. Use technology to your advantage. There are a number of apps that can help you stay on track with your discipline goals, including calendar apps such as Google Calendar that allow you to organize and schedule your work week and days in advance. To-do list apps such as Wunderlist that allow you to prioritize tasks and set due dates for each one. Task management apps such as Trello that give you the option of creating checklists and assigning tasks to others or yourself for completion later on down the road. Habit tracking apps such as Lyft, which allow users to track their daily habits over time when it comes time for reflection after completing them each day or week. If you want to be disciplined, you have to start with your why. Why do you want to be more disciplined? What are the benefits? By understanding your motivations and knowing how discipline will help achieve them, you can build a strong foundation of self-discipline that will keep you going even when times get tough.